Welcome to Crocodile MTG, your home of competitive, constructed play in the modern, standard, and legacy formats. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons. Thank you so much for supporting the Crocodile MTG channel, and we hope you enjoy today's video. Alright, we lost to Eldrazi Tron. Hopefully we can pick up the slack here. Alright, we're not going to pick up the slack with this hand, unfortunately. Definitely a good hand, but we didn't have our mana sources. This is probably fine. I think we're going to put Fact and Fiction on the bottom. And I think that'll be fine, because we're going to shuffle our library here. This could be one of two things. This could be Storm, or Izzet Phoenix? I think Izzet Phoenix is the more likely one of the two. Alright, Colonnade to start off on turn 1. Our opponent's going to opt, most likely. There's an opt. Alright, here comes the Thing in the Ice, and we drew the path for it. I think I'm going to... I can't remember. Izzet Phoenix, I don't think they're more of an aggro deck, so I don't think they're running counter magic. No, I don't think they are. I'll pass. And if they go off this turn, I can Alright, there's another Thing in the Ice. So I think I'm just going to path here. And I will fetch. Grab a Hollowed Fountain. We do need to watch post side. Our opponent could be bringing in Blood Moon. I don't think they're going to, but they could. Alright, there's a Thought Scour from our opponent. Faithless Looting Lava Dart. So they're most likely going to be able to flip this thing this turn, if they want. I mean, right off the bat, they could Faithless Looting and then cast any 1-mana spell. Yeah, and then cast Lava Dart. So we'll see if our opponent has any Phoenixes here. Alright, they have one Arclight Phoenix. Thought Scour might hit another. Alright, they did not hit another Phoenix, but now they have Lava Dart mana as well. Or they could just play like another Faithless Looting or something. Kinda hoping they cast the Lava Dart here. Alright, there's a Sleight of Hand. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. Alright, we're going to respond by fetching. We'll grab a basic Plains here. We're going to play Snapcaster Mage. They might Lava Dart the Snap, but we're going to grab Path to Exile. And then exile the Awoken Horror. But the Awoken Horror will bounce back our Snapcaster Mage. That way we can get additional value. Yeah, there's the Lava Dart for that, which is fine. Alright, there I'm going to path the Awoken Horror. Alright, sleight of hand will resolve. We're going to get hit by an Arclight Phoenix. Alright, we are drawing all our Snapcaster Mages. So I think I really want to find additional spells here. Unfortunately, they're going to just kill our Jace, but at least we're going to get something going. Alright, here's a Manamorphose. Alright, there's another Arclight Phoenix. So we'll see if they go after us or if they go after our Jace. One probably hits our Jace, I'd assume. Yeah, one's at Jace, one's at us. Alright, I'm going to play a Narset here. And hopefully find a Path to Exile or something. There's a Path. Alright, we have Snapcasters in hand, so we're going to be able to Path Arclight. Sure. It's weird that they're Serum Visioning here unless they have another, like, Arclight or something in hand. It's also funny because they can't draw the card off because of Narset. So maybe they missed the static ability there, and they're just gonna, Scry 2, essentially, is what they just paid for. They put 2 cards on bottom of their library. Alright, in comes the Phoenixes. Alright, I am going to Path one, and then I have Snapcaster Mage for the other one. Alright, this possibly is a mistake from our opponent. Alright, unless they have double bolt. Okay, they just had the lightning bolts. Alright, we weren't going to find a Teferi's Puzzle Box, unfortunately. We're going to bring in Settle here. Probably bring in Timely. Maybe. No, we want Rest in Pieces. We want to fight him through Graveyard. I don't mind... Sorry for the dog noise in the background. I don't mind Veto here. Do we want a Lyra? Teferi's medium here. I think we just want to be more controlling. Oust and Path are fine. Opt and Pierce are fine. Surgical Extraction's fine. Again, we're fighting them through the graveyard, and then we can just control the board. It was unfortunate they had the double Lightning Bolt. They probably have Arya and Flame. That's probably what their game plan's going to be the next game. I think we can cut Factor Fiction here. Maybe a Wrath and God. I'm fine with Settle because it exiles. I'm fine with Supreme Verdict. Narset's good. Maybe I cut the Vanillion Clicks. They're okay against the creatures, but they're not great. Snapcasters are good. Ops, Rest in Pieces. Maybe I cut one Snap since I'm bringing in so much Graveyard Hate and leave one Vanillion Click. I think I'm going to play this. I think we're going to probably mulligan this. Alright, this is a much better hand. Gaia Reach also makes our opponent discard. We'll keep this hand. What are we going to put on the bottom? Probably just the Gaia Reach. It's a good card, but and hopefully our opponent doesn't have the removal spell for the Rest in Peace. our opponent's probably going to start with a Faithless Looting if they're fetching turn 1. I guess they could also have like a Serum Visions. Or an Opt. What if our opponent's desperate for something here? I think I'm going to jam this Rest in Peace and just see what our opponent has to fight it. Alright, they're going to Faithless Looting here. They must be desperate for something. Maybe mana they're light on. We'll see what they get rid of here. This is their exile zone, by the way. I just want to keep track of... Okay, they're just getting rid of a bunch of Faithless Lootings. Alright, now... I don't think they have, like, an Echoing Truth, so I think I'm just going to play out this second Rest in Peace as a backup. They might have, like, something like Wear Tear. And then I'm going to play Narset next turn. So there's a Thing in the Ice. Okay, we're definitely playing Narset this turn, and then if we have... if we get a land next turn, we might just have the Narset Puzzle Box combo. Alright, so there's a Bolt. Ooh. Alright, we gotta try and... I'm gonna try and combo our opponent here. Our opponent has a lot of instant speed things, so this might not work. I'll admit this isn't the best matchup for this type of strategy. Oh, they had the Pierce. Darn it. Alright. No Teferi's Puzzle Box for us. Okay. So our opponent might have a Thing in the Ice flip next turn, unfortunately. Maybe I should have just played Path to Exile and fought it. There's a Manamorphose, so it's likely to flip this turn. And they don't get the draw card because of Narset. But they likely have... Yeah, they have... And they don't get the draw card because of Narset. So they get this Scry too, at least. And then we do have the Path to Exile. So we are still fighting back. Ooh, can I just Jace here and... Jace and bounce the Awoken Horror? Oh, I'm in my draw step. Hopefully no Force Negation. Again, if they have a Bolt, it's going to be rough, but if they don't, then we're in pretty great shape. Would you like to put that on... Yes? I think our opponent's fighting for mana anyhow, so I'm pretty happy with that exchange. Not too worried about what our opponent has at this point. Alright, there's a Manamorphose. I think that's fine. Again, these Rest in Peace are keeping our opponent off their mana sources. Or off their big threats. So I'm gonna... The weird thing is I don't want to give our opponent lands. Oh, okay. This Deosphere is going to be really good. Yeah, that's just going to be the game from our opponent. Alright, so they do know about the combo now with the Teferi's puzzle box. That being said, I think I still keep it in. I don't think I'm too worried about it. We could bring in Purge here if we wanted, but again, it just seems medium. Maybe we do want it. Instead of, like, Oust. And what would we want to cut here? Surgical's probably fine. Force Negation's fine. It probably is just puzzle box. They have too many flash threats. That would have been fun to get off the combo, though. Alright, so we have Path here, we have Surgical. I think this is a keepable hand. Our opponent's probably going to keep like a hand that has some counter magic to play around Rest in Peace. But again, I think with all these... ooh, there's a veto. Alright, we're likely to see, yeah, a thing in the ice here. Pass back. So now we have Path to Exile. We have Dovin's Veto. We have Narset. Alright, there's an Arya in Flame. I think we're going to counter this. Now I just think I throw in a Narset and see what happens. Our opponent's not going to be able to draw. Yeah, they didn't have the Force Negation. So if our opponent double bolts it here, that's going to feel pretty good. Our Narset's just like gaining us a bunch of life, essentially. If they flip the thing in the ice, we're going to take some damage, but we have the path for that. Alright, and they don't have... Alright. So I think I'm going to pay 2 here. So now I'm wondering if I should Surgical the Arya in Flame. How many Aryas do they typically run? I think only 2. I could get rid of the bolts or their Serum Visions too, but there's already 2 in the graveyard. Yeah, I think that's fine. Maybe we click them on their draw step. And see what they have. We have both Path, Surgical, and Force Negation. And this is game number 3, in case anyone was wondering. Alright, they waited till the Vendilion Click resolved. So we are going to get bolted here. Yeah, we can take Faithless Looting here. They're going to draw a card for a turn. I don't think I'm worried about anything here. Alright, and again, we have the path. Alright, there's a Settle the Wreckage. Again, I think we're just going to play this Vendilion Click on our opponent's upkeep. I mean, on their draw step. I was a little surprised to see our opponent let the Vendilion Click resolve and then... because if the Vendilion Click didn't resolve, it wouldn't bounce back to our hand, and we wouldn't be able to do this right here. Alright, they have an Arclight Phoenix and a Thought Scour. Do I take the Phoenix here? I think I let the Phoenix resolve. I probably take the Thought Scour. Because I want the Phoenix to die, that way I can surgical it. Alright, that's fine. Alright, what else is in their hand, or in their... So they have 2 more Aria Flames. They have a Blood Moon. Alright, let's take a screenshot of this real quick. Alright, there's their deck. Alright, this is going to resolve, which is fine. I'm going to play out the D-Sphere on it. Oops. I could have just held up Settle the Wreckage also. I don't want them to play an Aria Flame, though. Opt is fine. They put 1 card on bottom and then drew. Alright, that's fine. We're going to opt here. We'll put another opt on top. There's path. I think that's fine. So our hand's pretty loaded as far as control elements go. And if we just have to deal with... sure, that's fine. If we just have to deal with Aria and Flame and Thing in the Ice from this point on, I think we're in pretty good shape. We can just hard cast the Force Negation if we need to. So Aria and Flame. I don't think we care about Rest in Peace anymore. I'm just gonna blow up one of their lands, that way we can get this out of our hand. Eventually we're... Okay, and that's the game. Thank you so much for watching. Please go hit that like and subscribe button if you enjoyed today's video. For your custom playmats, mousepads, and more, head over to Inked Gaming. Use promo code crocodilemtg10 to receive 10% off your order. Today's video was brought to you by all our wonderful sponsors, affiliates, and patrons.